What's going on, guys? We're back for another Power Talk. Could you believe we're already like one more episode and we're already at the end of the season? One more episode, and it's done until next year. So let's talk about it. The show opens up with Tommy and Ghost in his office, and Ghost is not really feeling Tommy. Tommy's not really feeling Ghost, and it's kind of weird. If you remember, Ghost saw Tommy meeting up with Milan, and he didn't really know what to think of it. Well, he's actually kind of scared about it, actually. So he asked Tommy, he's like, so where were you? And Tommy's real with him. He's like, I was with Milan. He wasn't completely real with him and telling him exactly what went on, but, you know, he didn't lie about where he was. You can tell it's just an awkward scene. Last episode, Ghost gave Angela the phone that Lobos was using and that the leak was calling him on. So she turns the phone on. She sees that there's only one number that the phone has been contacting. So then she texts the number. So we know that the leak is Michael. He gets the text message and he decides to call that number. She answers the phone. She doesn't say hello or anything, but she answers the phone, and there's a helicopter on top of the building that they're both in. So she hears it on her line, on the other end of the line, and he hears it on his line. So then they realize, I'm like, this person, I don't know if they necessarily know the person is in the building, but they're realizing that whoever's on the other end of that phone is pretty fucking close. So Medina, you know, I have to figure out what force Medina works for. I don't know. But him and Greg are good girlfriends. They stopped by Kate Egan's house trying to question her. But I didn't really like how Kate handled herself because I felt she was a little too rehearsed. Like the whole time I was watching it, I was like, damn, Kate, you mad hot boy. What are you doing? So as Greg and Medina are leaving, he looks in the garbage, and I don't know how in the garbage there's one fucking card there, like at the bottom, and he notices it. Like, so Greg takes it, he has a little smirk, just like that he knows that Angela paid Miss Kate a visit. So Tasha gets word that Lakeisha has not come to work. No, she's not answering none of her calls. Nobody can't get in touch with her. So, you know, Dre now, he questions Tariq about what's been going on. Like, where you been? Like, I was calling you the other day, the day that he was with Kanan. You know, he was like, oh, I was with Slim, aka Kanan. I was with Slim, and, you know, we were just hanging out. My bad that I didn't hit you up. So basically, Dre knows what the deal is with Kanan. So he basically tries to school Tariq and, like, put him on in a kind of way, but not really tell him, like, what's really happening. Just trying to warn him, like, Tariq, stay away. So Tommy pays Ruiz a visit about the money. Ruiz is not really, you know, with it. Well, I guess that's a part of the plan. Ruiz says that he wants to talk to Milan face to face. After that, Ruiz sends Ghost a text and it's basically saying, like, I did my part of the deal. It's your turn. So at that part, my eyebrows like, because Ghost always got a fucking plan. His name needs to be like thinking of a master plan. Like, Ghost really like always has a plan. Ghost and Angie, they meet up, and you know, she's like, who did you tell? Because you know, everything's gonna trace back to her, because once, you know, she told him, everybody thought that Lobos was dead, and once she told Jamie that he was alive, you know, that's when shit happens. So she, you know, it's gonna come back to her. So she's like, you know, who did you tell? What's going on? He's like, oh, nobody can they can't prosecute me because only the proctor knows. He's asking her about Greg. Can you trust Greg? And she's like, you have no no right to question my relationship with Greg. All right, Angie, go on with yourself. Nobody care, like, about you or Greg, quite frankly. She's like, you know, after this is done, I never want to see your face again. Whatever, Angie. Then she texts Greg, like, what are you doing? Can I come over? So she's at Greg's house, and you know, they're talking, and you know, he's on her and he's feeding into it, and he's like, you know, we're on the same team now, Angela, like, we're on the same team. But the whole time this guy has an agenda that she does not even know about. End up screwing, because that's what Angie does. And while she's asleep, you know, he's still onto her, so he goes through her bag. The bitch leaves the phone that Ghost gave her in her bag. So he finds it, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna lie, when I was watching it, I was like, fuck, like, damn, because it's really not even her. Like, I actually was like kind of on Angie's side at that point. Like, I'm like, you know, damn, it's not even her. So he finds the phone and he takes a picture, I think, of the SIM card or whatever. Basically, he's gonna get information on what's on that phone. So Cantos, that's his name. I don't know if you guys remember my last power talk. I could not remember his name to save my fucking life. So he wants Stern's guest list that Ghost had. I'm gonna need that because, there's a lot of things I could have said. And I don't know about who to who, or about what to who. I was thinking police maybe or something, because once he said that, Ghost was like, I'll have the list for you. If you guys know, please help me with that. Well, the night before, Ghost followed Tommy. So Milan, because he's just a fucking boss. He's like the new Lobos, but a little bit crazier. He tells Tommy, Ghost has been following you and you need to stop him. And you're now accountable for his actions. So whatever he does, you're going to pay for it. And if he doesn't stop following you around to get around to me, I'm going to kill you. Tommy goes to Ghost's office and he's like, Milan, no, you followed me. And he says he's going to kill me if you don't stop. So Ghost is like, And then he's like, do you fucking hear me? He's going to kill me. And he's like, I chose you over Holly. Now, motherfucker, it's time for you to choose me. I was like, come on. I really had to rewind that part back. I was like, come the fuck on, Tommy. And Ghost says, I choose you. And in a way, Ghost did do what Tommy asked, if you really think about it. So then Ruiz meets up with Greg in a bathroom stall. That sounded really sus. So he meets up with him in a stall and he gives him a wire. It's basically like a button, but it's a recording device. He basically wants Jamie on the tape, or at least talked about on the tape, just so he can have something to incriminate him for the meeting with Milan. So Dre tracks Tommy down and he's basically trying to warn him about Tariq without necessarily telling him what's going on. He's basically like, you gotta see what's going on with Tariq. Tommy's just like, okay, who the fuck are you? He never really cared for Dre like that. And I don't know what happened between them. But Tommy really never gave a fuck about Dre, at all. But he basically tries to tell him, listen, I have nothing against you. I really just want to be down with you and Ghost. I kind of feel bad because Dre is really sincere about it. He's really I just want to be down for you guys. I just want to be, one of you. You know what I'm saying? And Tommy's like, okay, nice speech, but we're done talking. So the kids have a career day at school. I don't know how the fuck Tariq and Raina's in the same class. This show, they need to understand. I can't. I'm so confused with these children and their ages. So they have a career day in their school, and Ghost talks about him being a club owner, but then he also discusses how it brought him away from his family and how he, that there's one thing that he regretted. It was that and the toll that it took on his family. And it was really heartfelt because you could tell he really melted it. And my girl Tasha felt it too. Meanwhile, Greg and Medina are looking into the whole phone situation. And here go ain't shit ass Kanan getting Tariq to steal right there on Graham. I don't know if y'all know, y'all Brooklyn heads, but they shot that right on Graham. Lion Saving Wise Queens, but ain't nothing like Brooklyn. So Ghost goes across the street to the club where the other owners are meeting with Karen and basically set the motherfuckers up. Police came in with a warrant, found drugs, they got arrested, and he just fucked up their whole hello. I'm not even calling him Ghost no more. Ghost, aka thinking of a master plan, because his name should just be Master Plan. I don't know, but he sets them up to cut that deal out, and I believe maybe he'll get Karen back on his side if Dre fucks her. Ruiz goes to the meeting with Milan, and they're trying to frisk him. But Tommy goes, I know him. He's he's good. So then Milan goes, so then you frisk him then. Tommy's frisking Ruiz down, and he feel something, and I'm like, fuck, he found the wire, the little button. Turns out it was some cigars. Thank you, God, because I was nervous for a minute. Tasha's still trying to get a hold of Lakeisha. Girl, why you ain't go to her house or something? What type of friend are you? Ghost heads over to Tasha's house at the end of the night. She's sitting there drinking her wine, in her little lingerie and everything. Basically, they just start talking, and it's just a moment. They just have a moment where they they talk about what he talked about at career day, and they just have a moment where they just lock eyes, and it just gets very, very, very intense. And I was just like, wow, that was a moment. That was some real good acting, because that was really a moment. Tasha feels it, so Tasha goes to walk away, and he grabs her and he kisses her. And when I tell y'all, I was in my house yes, you better love up your wife, Ghost. I was so excited for that, because that's her husband, and at the end of the day, that's his wife. Like, yeah, you love Angie from back in the day, anything, but at the end of the day, you don't owe Angie shit because Angie has done nothing for you but fuck you. Tasha has held you down and is still holding you down through every motherfucking thing. So this is deeper than just that whole Jamie and Angie thing. Like, so it was a very passionate moment. I was just here for it. Like, I was just here. Oh my God, I was just here for it. Moment of silence for Ghost and Tasha's sex scene. Okay. So, they laid up and, because she just put that thing on him. Okay. So he's like, cuddled up with her, pillow talk, telling her about the plan to take Milan out, that he got Ruiz, doing some shit for him, like a part of his plan. Tasha's like, what? Like, she just gets a bad vibe off of it right away. He's like, trying to spend the night, trying to go for round 2. Like, Ghost, I'm telling you, Tasha put that thing on him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause he was open after that. So she's like, nah, you gotta go. So then she ends up calling Tommy and telling Tommy what Ghost just told her. She tells Tommy that his whole fucking face changes, boy. He goes back and, the meeting is ending. And he's like, oh, no, Ruiz, I told your boy to dip. Like, like, I got it. Like, So then he offers Ruiz a ride home. And, we know something is up. And I feel like Ruiz knew something was up, too. Because he was looking, like, moving real, like, was on his P's and Q's. So, turns out, Tommy kills him. And he's like, that you could thank Ghost for this. Like, oh, this is Ghost doing this to you. Like, Ghost put you in this position. Basically, tell Ghost thanks. Mind you, he leaves his body under the alley with the motherfucking wire that he had on. Come on, Tommy. And then he calls Dre to clean it up. So I guess his speech worked, huh? So Michael's all spooked from the phone call and he heard the helicopter. So he goes to Hugo's house. Greg has been snooping. He haven't been sleeping. He haven't been doing anything but trying to pin this shit on Angela. So he's snooping, and as he's snooping, he sees Michael comes out of Hugo's apartment, and he's like, what the fuck? Like, you could tell, like, he totally was not expecting that. And I think that's what made that so great, because it's like, you just gagged, Greg. Like, you wanted it to be Angie so bad. Ghost then goes to Truth, and Tommy's there. Tommy's like, sit down. He tells him what happened. He said, Ruiz told me about your little plan right before I killed him. So Ghost is like, what? He's dead? Like, Ghost was sick. Like, Ghost was really sick. But he feels, very much beyond betrayed, because he's like, I asked you to, not do this, and you still went on with this. So he's just like totally against Ghost right now. Totally against him. Basically, Ghost is like, I'm not gonna apologize for trying to get out the game. I'm never gonna apologize, because I'm never gonna stop until I get out of the game. I don't want to be in the game anymore. Ghost wants to get out, and he wants Milan out the way. So he's like, we need to kill Milan. So then Tommy goes, okay, we're gonna kill Milan, but my way, on my terms. We're gonna do everything. I'm in charge now. I'll call you in the morning. So Ghost, really has no choice but to deal with what Tommy's giving him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really has no choice. Tommy meets up with Milan and the Serbians, and he's like, you said I was one of you guys, and I am. The fucking last line in the fucking episode is, we gotta kill Ghost. Guys, when I tell you, I am not ready for next week. Like, I am so not ready for, I am, but I'm not, because it's like, oh my God, like, what's gonna happen? And I know that they're gonna leave this huge fucking cliffhanger until next year. What am I going to do? Oh my God. Like, I'm so excited, and I can't wait to do Power Talk with my best friend. So yeah, I need to get ready for that. Also, now that Power is ending. I still want to continue doing my YouTube channel. So if there's anything that you guys suggest that you wanted to see on my channel, me talk about any other recaps for any, because it's fall, so all the shows are coming back. So if there's any other show you want me to recap, or if there's just certain topics that you want me to talk about, please help me out, because I really want to continue this. I'm having fun doing this for you guys. So I will see you back in, honestly, just a few days, because listen, like, just a few days. I am so ready. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to do another Power Talk with you guys. Thank you for watching.